Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Awesome weekend this weekend because we have part 3 of the HQ25 update already released along with the Halloween Mega Crab. So that means we can hopefully get a couple upgrades. I already am getting my weapons lab up to max here. That is a long upgrade. We could actually finish that up if we want to. I think some of these diamonds are still ones I purchased, so we still have Code Cosmic plugged in. If you will get that plugged in, helps us out tons. Greatly appreciated. But we have some Mega Crab attacks to get to. Ooh, also we're upgrading our Scorchers to max level to level 12 right now. That came with the update as well. I cannot wait. We got Scorchers, Zookas, and tanks, and I think 25. Yep, stage 25 of Mega Crab. I just sped through the first 25 stages, but now it's getting a bit more difficult. I was using just Scorchers and tanks, and they're starting to slow down. So I want to see what adding a couple Zookas is like. Possibly might switch them to Bombardiers. I don't know what would be more beneficial. We'll see how well the Zookas can survive here. But we also have second winds. And we got Super Warriors for this set of stages, which is awesome. Let's get rid of this Cryo Bomb and just kind of prepare of how we're going to path this out. Probably should have done that beforehand. But let's take out these, the spooky mortars or scary mortars, whatever you call them, because we don't want them hitting our Zookas and just absolutely just destroying them essentially, although the regular mortars just took out a chunk. So we're going to get our first revive out. I'm going to get a second one popped. And where is that laser beam? Up there. That is zapping my Zookas. And now how are we looking? We got some of our troops spreading out to the right here. I wish there would be more. Actually, what we can do, since the in the tribe we got artillery cost reduced, we can just bar down the shield generators there, and now we can just set up for an HQ rush. I'm throwing a couple Super Warriors out to slow down the laser beam and the shock launcher. And then from there, we're going to throw a couple shocks, and we should be sitting pretty. Some of our troops spreading up to the top. That's all right. I'm going to get a flare onto the HQ now. We're able to take out the shock launcher, and this should be a good attack here. I was a little bit scared I was going to fumble the bag in this attack and embarrass myself, but we should be able to get it. I'm not sure I'm liking the Zookas in this strat. When it comes to Mega Crab, I rarely will use like the same strat every time. When I say that, from like Mega Crab to Mega Crab, I'll usually change it up a bit, and I'm not liking this, so I might change it midway through here, which I rarely do. The Zookas, they're just not well protected, but we're going to wait for ourselves to lose first. Alright, quite an easier stage here. Not as much clutter, and a definitely defined way of how our troops will run. And we like that, because I'm not the greatest at throwing flares in proper positions. I usually kill half my troops doing it, but that's okay. We don't have to worry about that in this attack, but we're going to clean up these mines, because I do not trust our Zookas are going to avoid it, and then we'll throw some artillery, clean up the rest. And now we can just path for the rest of our attack here, get rid of that cryo bomb, or flare onto it. That is a bad flare right there. That is how you kill some troops. Right, so we're just going to get a flare back and a shock bomb. My goodness, how come I threw a flare instead of an artillery? There's the artillery, and now we can start cleaning stuff up. I'm going to barrage onto the shield generators, hopefully get some good damage down. Artillery as well. And that takes out the shield generators. Wow, these boosts on the stages of this Mega Crab, they're so nice with how much the artillery and barrage damage does. It is just crazy. But let's see how our troops are. So I probably should have brought an extra boat of Zookas instead tanks, just because the tanks are so dang slow when you attack. I wish it was like in the tribes. I wish there was a tank speed boost, but instead in the tribes we got heavy damage and grenadier health. Like, come on, give us good tribes. It should be set that the tribes are good tribes for Mega Crab. I think that would be the most fair. We don't need heavy damage boosted up. I mean, if that worked for warships, that would be perfect. But I guess we don't have a warship season right now either, so that doesn't matter. But I guess you could have got some attacks in with it. Maybe at the start of next season too, but let's see. Next stage here. See, this layout always, it always screws with me because I think I have it down and then I always fail. So let's try and not fail this time. Got the cryo bombs popped. Let's get our troops down and we'll kind of see how they spread out. So I think what I'm going to try this time, since we got huge boosts on our artillery and barrages, I'm going to try and avoid moving to the left over here as much as possible. So we're going to start barring down these shield generators and we should be able to get them there. Down goes them. But now I have to face the boom cannon square here, which is going to be a bit rough. So I'm going to, once we get rid of these shock mines, it should be a bit better. But my goodness, they're like spread out just far enough to mess around. And oh my gosh, we are not going to beat this battle. I already let Kavan die. Alright, well, normal Mega Crab attacks from me are starting to happen where everything just falls apart. But that's okay. We got attacks to spare. I rarely use them all up because I give up around stage 40 and I can't really get any more upgrades to max out my loot, but that's okay. Yeah, not a great attack. See, once the Zookas die, the strat just goes stale here. And it's like, tanks and Scorchers, they're good for the lower stages because you just place them down and let the attack go. And they virtually can't lose, but we're on stage 27 now, so we got to change it up a bit. Scorchers just fall off a cliff. Maybe if I had max level Scorchers, it'd be able to protect the Zookas, but no. And over here, look at this. They are endlessly shocked here. I think I'm just going to retreat. This might be a dumb move. Watch me fail the next stage, and it'll be because I just gave up on the attack and didn't let all my troops die. But we got some smokes out. Protect them. Please don't shoot a shock. Okay, thank you. That would have been super depressing. But we're going to move on to the next 27 attack. Alright, bird just casually flew into my window. That's how you know it's a good sign. Let's get our troops down. And like I said, I was trying to avoid that left side. By the time I was paying attention, it was a little bit late for that because we had so many troops caught up in the shock launchers here. But I think what I'm going to do, it looks like, is that shock launcher in range? I thought I saw a turn. We're going to get a double artillery. Down goes that. And now, alright, rocket launchers trying to take out my tanks and Zookas back there. I don't appreciate that. Let's get some super warriors out. Slow down some boom cannons. Create some diversions with the super warriors. When the super warriors go, when you place them down, they like fly. They like come in from the moon. They shoot up from the gunboat, go to the moon, and then fall down. It's pretty impressive how they don't die on impact, but are we like stuck right here? What's going on? Did I miss a shock launcher somewhere? Or is there a scary mortar scaring my troops? They were just like frozen in time for a second, it seemed. We're gonna get rid of that shock launcher, and there we go. We weren't able to fail this stage. It was almost fail proof. I almost found a way though. Alright, down goes stage 27. We're gonna do stage 28, and then I'm kind of already sick of this strat. At first glance, a little bit intimidating here, but I don't think we should have too much trouble on this because I don't see many rocket launchers, and that's kind of what screws the strat up when the rocket launchers just decide to take out my Zookas. But let's get the troops down here and let's start taking out the scary mortars. It's so nice that they get taken out with one artillery. We got some bats though. We got some bats. There we go. I didn't see... Oh, I didn't know the dark containers had critter bats in it. That's really cool. But is there any more? No, we only have a regular hub. I'm going to pop that, get rid of these scary mortars here, and then we should be good. Let's see. Looks like all of our troops have survived up into this point. Our tank's lagging behind per usual. As I say, all of our troops have survived. I thought we lost some Scorchers. We only lost one Scorcher, but I see the scary mortars are starting to pop. How did I miss one? I didn't see it. But we got a lot of energy. Get some shocks onto the boom cannon, and I know sniper towers, I don't want to underestimate them, but I think we should be good for this attack. Let's start throwing more artillery. We have so much energy, and our artilleries do so much damage. It's so nice, but let's get the shock blaster and laser beam down. And how are we looking? It looks like we've lost quite a few of our Scorchers here. My goodness. Alright. Maybe the sniper towers are giving me more of a headache than I want to admit. But we're going to get barrage on the shock launcher. Come on, take it out, take it out, take it out. Okay, that was close. We're able to get it down. And now, all of our Scorchers, instead of protecting our troops over here, They're like, nah, we need the shield generators. Leave that up to the riflemen I spawned. Leave it up to the Zookas. Leave it up to the tanks who just are hardly doing anything in this strat. Actually, they are. They're doing stuff, but they're just so slow behind the beat. It's harming us a little bit, but yeah, we have lost more troops than I thought we really would. But I still got faith. We're going to be able to do this. A couple boxes of critters ain't going to help or hurt anybody. And Pavon has died. No, we're going to have to use 2 attacks, aren't we? We're going to actually lose attack to this stage. Alright, let's try and put a band-aid on here. Going to get a barrage. Come on, let's get some more energy back. Okay. Take out the boom cannon. Come on. Okay, we got the boom cannon down. Now we move on to this one. Artillery. Oh, so close, so close. Another artillery takes it out. And we're only down to tanks. This is not good because there is a boom cannon still standing tough here. Oh, so close. I thought we were going to be able to do it. We were not able to do it. I think because I popped the second wind. I saw the scary mortar hit, and I panicked because I thought it was Scorchers dying. So then I wasted some perfectly good revives on just riflemen. Don't get me wrong, riflemen, nice from time to time, but we needed the Scorchers to tank, so we had to use an actual attack on stage 28. We're probably going to lose 2 or 3 attacks before stage 30. That is just unacceptable. But that's what you get when you're bad at attacking, I guess. Let's get the buildings down, and can we just bark the rest down? Definitely not. There is so much health on there. I don't know what I'm thinking. Who knows? Barrage doing quite a bit of damage, actually. If I didn't have to place down any energy troops, you know, Scorchers and tanks, we might have been able to bark that down fully. That would have been nice. But our Scorchers going to go for cleanup before the Zookas and the tanks get there. All running in a line. All legging behind the Scorchers. Scorchers full head of steam. And down goes stage 28. So not bad. Not great. A little bit disappointed. But we got our weapons lab upgrade from our first 25 stages. So that's all that counts. Ending on stage 29 for now. But let's see. Yeah, I converted most of my loot here. We'll get another gold conversion. But we were completely out of raw crystals. So we need to try and build that back up. And then eventually, hopefully we can diamond this and get a landing craft upgrade. Because I need to upgrade my landing crafts. It's so hard just off like the loot you get from your maps. Clearing your map. So difficult. But thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Bye-bye.